Unfortunately for Angel, she was caught on a hot mic last night during a timeout running her mouth about one Sabrina Ionescu. And my goodness, that was a mistake.
After a video of Angel Reese claiming that she couldn't protect herself surfaced, Sabrina Ionescu made sure she had a front row seat to her own nightmare. 1 minute, she said, "She can't protect me." But in reality, the only thing that couldn't be protected was her pride. However, after becoming enraged, she wasn't just defending the basket. Someone should get her a rewind button.
Now winning score would be 70. Can Ionescu make it more? Off one leg for three! Sabrina! Magic for the Ghost!
Unbelievably, trash talk is a part of the game. Some of the biggest rivalries in sports have been fueled by a few well-placed words, taunting, and a lot of confidence. However, as every athlete knows, if you're going to talk, you better back it up or you risk being the main character in a highlight reel that you don't want to be in.
So one of the cool things about Unrivaled is that it's a made-for-television product, right? And they're trying to give you experiences as a fan in regards to that, the way that they broadcast the games. But there may have been a comment that made it to air in the most recent contests between the Rose and the Phantom that perhaps people weren't supposed to hear. And it came from Angel Reese. Now,
that's precisely what happened when Angel Reese, the self-described queen of defensive, had a moment of extreme confidence mid-game in the unparalleled league. Cameras caught her boldly, declaring that Sabrina Ionescu couldn't guard her, a moment that instantly became internet gold. However, the real story wasn't in what Reese said, but rather in what happened next because, boy, she definitely did receive instant karma. When Sabrina Ionescu started torching the court like a human flamethrower, Reese's words had barely finished reverberating. The New York Liberty star and three-point specialist took that remark personally, or perhaps she didn't because, in all honesty, she didn't need to. Instead of wasting energy responding with words, she let her game do all the talking. Ionescu caught fire from beyond the arc, going 7 for 10 from three-point range, draining bucket after bucket from distances that would have made even Steph Curry nod of approval with each swish. It became painfully obvious that the one person who couldn't be guarded that night.
Angel Reese has come out and talking about Sabrina Ionescu and the fact that she can't play defense, and Sabrina Ionescu has responded. I think
Ree, on the other hand, found it difficult to keep up as the Phantom Ionescu's team took complete control of the game, revealing every defensive flaw and ensuring that Reese's earlier statement aged like expired milk. The energy in the arena changed, and everyone could see what was happening. Fans, commentators, and even the opposing bench. This wasn't just a fantastic game. It was a statement.
The Ghost Gang feels more full with Sabrina in the lineup. Sabali, 3, that's the ball game! Ghost Gang!
When would the inevitable social media backlash occur? Not only did Ionescu's squad emerge victorious, but the entire plot of the game revolved around the moment Angel Reese called out the wrong player. Trash talk is only good if you win. When you don't, it's just a headline waiting to happen. If there was any doubt that Ionescu knew exactly what had happened, she erased it as soon as she logged on to X in a cold-blooded response to the viral video of Reese saying, "I can't guard me."
About Sabrina this morning, 9:12 a.m., laugh out loud. Sabrina Ionescu right there. Yeah, she crushed them. Watch what you're doing. A little bit like Caitlin Clark. You piss her off, she's going to crash.
Let's be clear. Angel Reese, who now finds it difficult to bring that energy to basketball, was criticized. This game demonstrated that sometimes words can come back to bite harder than expected. Reese is no stranger to internet buzz, from her legendary rivalry with Caitlin Clark to her unapologetic attitude about being a dominant force in the league. She thrives in the spotlight. And yes, we're used to her being the subject of the wrong kind of highlight reel, but this time she got caught up with the one where someone else is winning.
Talk about yet more records attendance-wise. and ratings-wise that Caitlin Clark has now obtained and captured. And she drew another big rating on NBA TV, which she's broken every WNBA record they've had on there this year, and then she broke another one.
The next time, Angel Reese might reconsider underestimating a shooter like Ionescu because when she catches fire, there is no defense in the world that can guard her. If anyone disagrees, just check the scoreboard. Sabrina Ionescu made an even bolder statement with her game. The lesson is that confidence is great, but winning is even better. Sometimes the best clapback isn't words. It's a cold, hard stat line that shuts down the conversation before it even begins. Angel Reese simply doesn't seem to know when to stop talking, even though her team, the unparalleled Rose, is struggling with yet another defeat and has a terrible one-win record. Reese keeps talking as though she's ruling the league, but the truth is that she's not far from it. The row is collapsing, and Ari is talking more than playing, making herself look foolish in the process.
Now, Sabrina Ionescu would be right to be offended by it because she's a champion. And also, she had a great performance. So perhaps her LOL was indeed for that. She did speak after the game. Of course, she wasn't asked about that, I don't think.
This week, Reese was made to look foolish by Sabrina Ionescu, a true star and one of the best guards in the game. While Reese was out there showing off after a routine rebound, Ionescu was putting up numbers, leading her team to victory and demonstrating why she's one of the WNBA's brightest talents. Let's not forget that Reese isn't even a guard, so she shouldn't have been in the same conversation as Ionescu in the first place, but somehow, she's getting embarrassed. This loss is just another chapter in what's turning into an increasingly embarrassing season for Angel Reese and the Rose. Despite all the hype she brings, the team has only managed one victory so far, and every game seems to reveal more flaws in Reese's game. Her offensive output is inconsistent, her defense is dubious, and she still seems to think she can trash talk her way to achievement.
Like, if you're going to do that and get cooked, if you're going to do that and get absolutely cooked, I mean, it's still for me, it's still like grand. It's not the end of the world. It's sports. It's something that we see in sports.
She was already humiliated last week when she was benched in favor of Lexi Hull, a player who doesn't have half the hype or social media presence of Reese, but who is proving to be more valuable on the court. Hull plays with a controlled intensity, makes wise decisions, and most importantly, isn't out there acting like she's the biggest name in the league when she's barely making an impact. Reese's trash talk has become more of a meme than an actual intimidating tactic. Reese is beginning to backfire and opponents aren't alarmed. The more she talks, the more it becomes clear that she can't support her at this level. Let's be clear, this isn't just about 1 or 2 poor games. It's about a player who still seems to think she's in college, where she could use her size and aggression to dominate less skilled opponents, which doesn't work here. The WNBA and the unrivaled league are full of elite talent, and Reese isn't even close to being a top player right now.
And what happened when Lexi Hull played more than 4 minutes? Oh, the Rose win, first of all. They win. And Lexi Hull goes 8 for 11 from the field and has 19 points, 3 assists, and 3 boards.
Even though Reese's decision-making on the court is frequently dubious, her offensive skill set is still limited, her mid-range game is non-existent, her finishing around the rim is inconsistent, and she has been exposed numerous times on defense. She still talks as though she is leading a championship team. Perhaps she believes that the more she talks, the more people will think she is a star, but that isn't how it works.
I love when y'all do that.
What do you say? Hit and paste the bills?
Hit and paste them bills, baby. I just hope y'all know the WNBA don't pay my bills at all. I don't even think that pays one of my bills. Literally. I'm trying to think of my rent for where I stay at. I'm gonna do the math real quick.
It might cover that. Yeah, it covers that. It definitely covers that.
What is I don't even know my salary. 74? Okay. Times.
Here, I'll do it.
Yeah. I don't even know my salary. Does it? What is it? You don't even. Yo! I'm living beyond my means! It's
While players like Ionescu are letting their game do the talking, Rhee is still stuck in the same routine of talking trash, losing, and repeating the cycle. In the professional game, winning is what builds stars, dominating performances, clutch moments, and the ability to elevate your team. What exactly is Rhee thinking? Does she not realize that she's quickly becoming more known for her words than her actual play? Does she not see that her team is struggling and that she's part of the problem, not the solution?
Y'all told us that Angel Reese was a big reason why the ratings in the WNBA were where they were at, and it was mainly her. It wasn't really Caitlin Clark. My question is this: well, what's up in Unrivaled? Because every game that she's played in, she's had the lowest ratings. Every game she's played in has had the lowest rating.
There's no denying that Rhee is talent. She wouldn't be here if she didn't. But talent alone isn't enough, especially when your attitude is writing checks your game can't cash. Either she changes her approach and concentrates on improving her game, or she runs the risk of becoming a player that fans remember more for her antics than her actual contributions on the court.
But Angel Reese specifically has been brutally exposed, and her own fans have stopped watching her in this thing. They have stopped watching. How do you know? 89,000 viewers last Saturday when she was on TV. 89,000.
Rhee needs to take a step back and reevaluate if she wants to be taken seriously at this level. She needs to improve her game, hone her skills, and demonstrate through actions rather than words that she belongs among the best, because right now she's not there and no amount of trash talk will change that for the time being. Her team is failing, her personal performances are lacking, and the players she tries to trash talk are making her look foolish. The reality check is long overdue, and if she doesn't, she will end up on the wrong side of basketball history as the player who talked the most but delivered the least if she doesn't start concentrating on winning games. If you like this, please leave a like. Add more videos to the screen by subscribing.